What's up, YouTube family and Browns fans everywhere? This is Cleveland Football, and I'm your host, Terrence Hudson. All right. Oh, that was a tough one yesterday. Let's talk a little bit about the Browns, but most of all, it is Pittsburgh week. So, needless to say that yesterday was disappointing. The season as a whole has been disappointing. I can't say that anyone would have anticipated this at the beginning of the season, even with all the drama that surrounded Watson and Stefanski and the play of our quarterback. We thought we would have been able to eke out more than 2 wins at this point in the season, but we haven't been able to. And the writing is pretty much on the wall. But you can't give up. You got to continue to fight, all right? Each play that you go out there, each game that you go out there, you're putting something on film, whether it's to get better in yourself, for your team to look at and view, or other teams. You just never know. So you can't give up. You can't lay down. You can't fold it in, okay? You still need to play. So yesterday, 35-14, but I think that the score was, the final score isn't indicative of how the game was playing out, because it was close. It was tied at the beginning of the fourth quarter, 14-14, and then the wheels just fell off. Too many big plays. Taysom Hill, 7 for 138. He had a 70-something yard run, another long run. Kamara had some runs. They had some big plays in the pass game. And it was just proved to be too much. And we turned them over twice. And they still was able to pull away from us the way that they did. We saw some promising things from us. Winston threw for 395 yards, 2 TDs, 30 of 46. Judy, 6 for 142. We saw Elijah Moore come in and made some plays, but it just couldn't get the ball in the end zone enough. We were only 3 of 13 on third down. We had 2 missed field goals. Who knows? You make those field goals and you're up. Maybe the complexion of the game changes a little bit during that fourth quarter. Who knows? Maybe they tighten and tension up a little bit. Who knows? And then we gave up a long punt return. So special teams proved to cost us this week, and it's just like, we were right there. But we have to fight. There's still a lot of season left. Actually, there's a lot of season left, and you could turn it around. You could go on a streak. Who knows? Maybe ownership or management at this point don't want you to, because they're thinking about the draft and who we can get. I mean, guys are being evaluated right now. Unfortunately, that's where we're at in our season. So, but I still want to beat our rivals. I want to beat everybody. But, the AFC North, these are back alley fights, as I call them. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Cincinnati. I still want to beat all of them and everybody else too. But this is Pittsburgh week on a Thursday night. And historically, we have played well on Thursday nights. I think Pittsburgh is right. And hear me out. I was actually rooting for Pittsburgh yesterday. And here's why. I always want to see them get beat. I don't care who they playing against. I want to see them get beat. But yesterday, I'm thinking, we're better off catching them coming off a win than we would catching them coming off a loss. Especially a close, hard-fought game as they fought with the Ravens yesterday. We're better off catching them coming off a win than coming off a loss. So maybe they might have their guard down some. They look at us and they see our record, and hey, that's just the same old Browns. And then you look up and it's boom! Right here in Cleveland, on the lake, on a Thursday night, hey, that crowd be hyped up no matter what our record is. Throw the records out for this one. For sure. So it's Pittsburgh week. I like us this game. I still think we got the skill, the talent in the room to not only compete with Pittsburgh, but actually beat Pittsburgh. We caught some tough breaks throughout the year, but nobody's feeling sorry for you. Who's feeling sorry for us? Nobody. nobody's going to feel sorry for us. So we got to go out and take whatever it is that we want. And I think this is our time. I think this is our time. So Pittsburgh, they set up. We got the trap set. Come on over here. Right over here. You think it's sweet? You think it's sweet? Bam! It ain't sweet at all. So that's what I got. I usually do a power rankings top 5 at the different, quarter way of the season and half. So I'm gonna do my top 5 right now. At number 5, I got the Pittsburgh Steelers. Hey, I got to give credit to where it's due. They just beat the Ravens. Ravens fan, I don't want to hear it. They just beat y'all. I got to get them at number 5 just off their tenacity and able to stay in games. Russell Wilson has been playing really well. They didn't score any touchdowns the other day, but he throws the heck out of that deep ball. That's what we need to be practicing this week. Playing the ball in the air, because he throws it up. And Pickens do a good job at bringing it down. So that's what we need to be working on these next couple days, is playing that high, deep ball. All right, there's one thing that Wilson still does well, and it's throwing that deep ball. But I got them at number 5. Number 4, I got the Eagles. They coming together at the right time. It was people looking, Sirianni need to be fired. He need to be fired. Hey, they turn it around. It happens like that. People are so quick to want to throw somebody to the wayside. You have a good season there, and then, things don't go your way. Then it's like, we need to, hey, stay in there. Stay in there. So, and we know what they got and how much talent they have on offense. They're going to be hard to beat in the playoffs. I'm going to tell you, on the NFC side, they're going to be hard to beat. I see them in the Lions on that collision course. Number 3, and they coming off a big win, but they still at number 3 for me, and that's the Buffalo Bills. I seen them get it done in the regular season, but can you do it in the playoffs? And that's what it's about with the Bills. Again, Josh Allen, you're going to be in every game. He's phenomenal. He's big, he's fast, he's strong, he can run, he can throw the ball, he can do everything. They have ball players on the outside, they got running backs. They're going to be hard to beat, but can they get over the hump? Number 2, I got the Detroit Lions. Whew. And I mean, you could even put them at number 1, but number 2, I got the Lions. They've been putting up so many points. They just clicking on all cylinders right now. And they gonna have to be able to take teams to where they never been taking them before, and they gonna have to get over that hump in the playoffs. So it's all good in the regular season. That's why I got them at number 2. And then at number 1, I got the Kansas City Chiefs. I know they lost yesterday, but I still got them at number 1 because I believe they have proven and they have shown, and they got that core nucleus of their team that has proven and have shown that they could get it done when all the chips are on the table. They can get it done when it's time to get it done. That's in the playoffs. That's in January and February. So that's why I still got them at number 1 after a close loss yesterday. Can Buffalo beat them in Arrowhead in January? That's the question. And they haven't proven that yet. And the Chiefs proved they did it last year, but that was last year. They beat the Bills in the playoffs. But I still give the Chiefs the edge because they got that man Mahomes and they got Andy Reid. So that is my top 5. There you go. Pittsburgh at 5, Eagles at 4, Bills at 3, Lions at 2, and Chiefs at 1. If I'm wrong, tell me I'm wrong. Who knows? Well, I think I'm right now. So if you like, hit the like button. Be sure to share, be sure to comment, and be sure to subscribe.